Doing own voice over soft music. Jungkook smiling, my baby will be here anytime, he happily said to himself as he was waiting for his girlfriend to come after her classes, but his smile faded away when his phone rang and he looked at his phone screen and took the call. Jungkook called, yeah, what? He shouted after what he heard from the other side and his eyes turned dark in anger. Jungkook called, how dare he betray me? Where he is now? Okay, keep an eye on him, I'm coming. Saying this, he cut the call and at the same time his office door opened and he looked up to see his lovely girlfriend making all his anger flew away and a wide smile appeared on his lips. Kokshi lovingly called him and walked towards him, and Jungkook too got up from his chair and walked towards her. Baby, you came. How was your day? He asked her after standing in front of her and then pulling her closer to him by her, and she circled her arms around his neck. Good, and yours good, but just a few seconds ago Mark informed me that one of my men betrayed me. He is working with my enemy, so our man catch him red-handed with my enemy, and now I have to go teach him a good lesson, he said. Meanwhile, Vine got a little sad thinking that today they both can't spend time together, and more above he is going for his mafia work, which always make her a little scared. So you going now? She asked him in a dull voice, and Jungkook got it that Wine got sad. I'm sorry, baby, but I have to go before that betrayer ran away. Wine just nodded her head. When will you come back from mission? I don't know, baby. I will call you as soon as my mission gets finished. Wine again just nodded her head. Be safe and come fit and fine. Saying this, she hugged Jungkook tightly, and Jungkook too hugged her back. I will. Don't be sad, baby. It's just a small matter, he assured her after knowing that Wine is sad and worried too. Okay, Wine pulled back from hug and looked at Jungkook, and Jungkook peeked her forehead. I shall go. Wine nodded her head, and then both broke the hug, and Jungkook went to take his, and then came back to Wine. Should I drop you? No, I have my car, she said with a small smile on her lips. Okay, then let's go. Wine again gave a small nod and turned around to leave, but Jungkook grabbed her elbow and turned her around and placed his lips on her, which she happily accepted. Vine sadly entered her house thinking and praying for Jungkook and walked towards her bedroom totally unaware that her parents were waiting for her from a long time and baby, he called her, and Vine turned around to see her dad and mom sitting on the couch, and she caught surprise seeing her dad at this time at home. Appa, you at home? You don't have work today? Vine dad smiled. I had, but not something important came. Oh, okay, then I'm going to my room. Saying this, she again turned to go to her room because she wasn't in the mood to talk, but her uninterested face made Vine's mom and dad a little disappointed. So, baby, won't you ask what's the important thing? Vine again faced her parents and took a deep breath to control her emotions. Oma, I'm really tired. I just want to lay on my bed, she said, and again her mom and dad looked at each other. But baby, we are going for a vacation. Yeah, and that too for a week, they both said, hoping that it might make up Vine's mood, but it only made her more shocked. Vine wide eyes, what vacation? A week? She again asked them just to confirm that. Vine mom smiled. You are surprised, right? Yes, we are going to your grandma's house right now. Vine's eyes got more wide after hearing her. So baby, go and quickly pack your things so we should reach there before it's get midnight, he said, but Vine was thinking something else. Vine thought, what now? No way, I can't go today, not until Cook come back from his mission. She thought as she wanted to go after making sure Jungkook is fine after the mission. So, Oma, Appa, can we go a day after tomorrow? Vine dad frowned. And why so? I want to inform my class in charge about my leave and all. Vine said, hoping that it will work, but Vine dad smiled. Don't worry about that, princess. I already talked to your principal about your leave for 1 week and about lecture. I have asked him to arrange some extra classes for you after we come back, he said, and Vine's first and last hope fade away, has now no what excuse to use. Baby, we are getting late. Go and pack your things. Vine came to reality as she was thinking of some excuse and, yeah, Oma, I'm going. Be quick. We are waiting for you at the car. She just unwillingly and lazily walked towards her room. I should inform this to Cook. Yeah, I should call him. She took her phone and called Jungkook, but he didn't took the call, making Vine more sad. Vine to herself, he might be in between his mission. Now what to do? She placed her one hand on her hip and the other one grabbed her hair in frustration. Vine, be fast, she shouted from downstairs. Coming, Oma. She stopped on her feet and walked to her closet to pack her things. Jungkook got into his car after he finished his work with his man who betrayed him. Mark, let's go, he ordered his secretary, who also got inside the car followed by him and made himself comfortable on the driver's seat. Yes, sir. Saying this, he started the engine. I should call Wine, she might be worried for me, he said to himself, and he took his phone and dialed Wine's number while widely smiling, thinking of hearing his love's voice after a tiring day. But his smile faded away when the call disconnected, making him worried. What the happened to her phone? He again dialed her number, which again got disconnected. He immediately tried to track her phone's location, but he wasn't able to, making him more worried, thinking something happened to Wine. But what happened, sir? He asked him after noticing his worried face. Wine isn't picking up my call, neither her phone showing the location, he said to him, but at the same time he unremembered. How can I forget the tracker I put in on her necklace? He immediately tracked her necklace and finally Jungkook found what she is doing in Busan. He confusedly asked himself, but then he faced Mark and Mark drive to this location. He showed him the location and Mark turned the steering towards the direction. All the time Vine was silent because her mind was just on Jungkook thinking whether he is fine or not, and soon the car stopped and she looked out the window to see they already reached her grandma's house. Finally we reached. Let's head inside and take a rest. I'm so tired. Yeah, princess. He turned around to look at Vine just to see she already left the car and walking inside the house. Vine dad frowned. What happened to her? Why is she so moody today? God knows. Saying this, they both got out of the car too. Vine walked inside the house and saw her grandma, so she put on a fake smile. Grandma, she called her and turned to her and hugged her. Grandma smiled. Oh, my granddaughter. She pulled back from hug and peeked Vine's forehead. How are you doing, dear? Good, Grandma, and you fine. By the way, where is your mom and dad? We are here, Oma. Vine's mom and dad entered the house and greeted Grandma. Oh, finally, it feels like home, she said, and thus they started talking about their life, and Vine just kept silently listening to them, totally lost in her thoughts about Jungkook. Everyone had dinner, and then again, after a long talk, everyone went to sleep in their respective room, and here Vine was roaming in her room as she was waiting for Jungkook's call to know whether he is fine, but why isn't he calling me? I can't take more. I should call him. He might have finished his work, she said to herself after she reached her core of patience and she took her phone to call him, but she noticed that her phone was off. It got switched off charger. She started searching for a charger but didn't find it. So she realized that I forget my charger. What I will do now? I can't go to Appa's room for charger. They might be sleeping after this long journey. Now I have to wait till morning. She angrily kicked on the bed and sat on bed not knowing what to do. Mark stopped the car a little away from the place where the phone showed Vine's location and Jungkook scanned the place and he got it that Vine is so he took a deep breath to relax himself, knowing Vine is safe. She came to her grandma's house. Sir, are you going in? Yeah, and you go and stay at our nearby hotel. He asked Mark and Mark agreed, and thus lastly Jungkook got out of the car and walked towards Vine's grandma's house. Jungkook sneakingly entered into Vine's room. He already knows Vine's room direction because he has been here before too earlier when Vine used to come at Grandma's house. And there he saw Vine sitting near the edge of bed while grabbing her hair. So she slowly walked towards her and held her shoulder, making her startled. Vine shocked. Oh my god, she looked up just to see Jungkook standing in front of her with a small smile and his eyes sparkling with love. Cook, she immediately threw herself on him and he held her tightly as if he got his life back. You scared me, baby, he said, and her side of head, but Vine pulled back from the hug, but still in his embrace. Vine frowned. How did I scare you? It's you who made me worried for you. You okay? Did you got hurt? No, nah. She broke the hug and checked Jungkook from head to toe to see he is not hurt. No, baby, I'm fine. And what happened to your phone? I called you and the call didn't connect, and then later I tried to track your location but failed, and lastly I have to track your necklace. He said to her how she got here. Oh, I forgot to charge my phone, so it switched off, she said, giving him a sorry smile. Jungkook frowned. Then why you didn't charge your phone? Cook, I forgot my charger too. She gave an awkward smile to Jungkook, making him sign. Jungkook signed, fine, let's leave it. We both are fine. Saying this, he hugged Vine tightly and she hugged him too. I love you, babe, he said while tightly hugging Vine, making Vine smile in his embrace. Vine smiled, I love you more. Saying this, she snuggled more into Jungkook's embrace and both closed their eyes to feel each other. But Vine opened her eyes when, Cook, you stinky, she said and broke the hug. And thus, when Jungkook realized that he is sweaty after his mission and travel from Seoul to here. Yeah, I think I should take a shower. Yeah, you should go. There is the bathroom. She pointed towards the bathroom, but Jungkook shrimp, babe, did you freshen up? Yeah, I did, and now you go. And before Vine can complete, Jungkook picked up her by her, making Vine to automatically wrap her leg around us, and he walked towards the bathroom. Cook, she called him with an innocent face, but Let's shout together, he said, and a red tin appeared on Wine stick and she bit her lips looking at his in shy, making Jungkook smile lovingly on her. Jungkook made Wine stand on her feet and then pulled her closer to him by her and smashed his lips on her on the shower, making the water run through both of their. Babe, let's make, he directly said, and Wine was about to say yes, but Jungkook was quick enough to capture her lips with his and started her passionately and deeply, which Wine replied back with the same passion. To be continued in Instagram, link is in description. Here, wear this. She gave him a hoodie and a sweatband, which was of Jungkook's itself. Jungkook chuckled. Why did you brought it here? He asked her and took the cloth from her and started wearing it. Well, we were going to stay here for a week, so in case if I miss you, so I can use it. She gave her innocent smile to him, but Jungkook's eyes wide open after hearing a week. A week. Are you gonna stay here? Yeah, that's what Appa told me. No way then. What will I do? Wine from. What do you mean, Cook? Of course you will go back to Seoul tomorrow morning. I mean today as it's already morning. Babe, I don't feel like leaving you, so can I stay here? He asked her with an innocent puppy eyes and hugging her by her, making Wine scoff. Seriously, Cook, here. How can you stay here? She confusedly asked him. He made a thinking face, but soon both of their eyes wide open when they heard. Wine, you up? To whom are you talking? She knocked on the door. Grandma, hide somewhere, Cook. She whispered to Jungkook, who himself was surprised. Yeah, I'm going. Jungkook scanned the room and he only got bathroom, so he rushed inside the bathroom. Wine opened the door. She again called her and tried to open the door, and lucky it was locked. Yeah, coming, Grandma. She calmed herself and walked to open the door. Good morning, Grandma. She greeted her, and Grandma walked inside the room. You freshen up? She asked her after noticing Wine being freshen up. Yeah, why are you here, Grandma? She nervously asked her. Oh, that I was going to kitchen, but then I saw light in your room, so I came to check on you, and also I heard you talking with someone, she said, making Wine gulp her lump. Grandma, that she looked here and there, and thus when her eyes fall on the phone. So, Grandma, I was using my phone, she told her in one breath. Oh, okay, she said, and then she scanned the whole room, making Wine more nervous by the way Grandma is scanning the room, and then she again faced Wine, making Wine's heart to skip a bit. You haven't cleaned the room? Wine relaxed a bit as she thought that her grandma might have found something suspicious. Grandma, that I was so tired after traveling, so thought to clean today. It's okay. Actually, I have called a maid today for cleaning other rooms too. So just leave it to the maid. Yeah, Grandma. Jungkook was listening to everything and his eyes light up when he heard Grandma talking about maid. Jungkook shrimp, I got it. And soon he heard, Baby, take rest. Grandma will now go and look after your breakfast and then call you. Okay? Yeah, okay, Grandma. And call me if you need any help. Sure, my kid. Saying this, she peeked Wine's forehead and walked out of the room. Wine immediately locked the door and took a deep breath. And at the same time, bathroom door opened and Jungkook walked out. Cook, just leave before anyone sees you here. She approached Jungkook and stood in front of her, but Jungkook was all cool. Jungkook smiled. I am not going anywhere, he said, making Wine's eyes. Cook, try to understand. My Appa knows you. What if he caught you and came to know about your relationship? So it will be good if you leave. Wine tried to make him understand, but no, it didn't affect Jungkook. No more excuse, babe. I know what to do. And about your dad, if he catches me, then it will be good. We don't have to hide our relationship more. I'm totally fed up with this hide and seek relationship. And also, someday we have to tell your dad about our relationship, he said, and walked towards bed to get his phone and dial a number, leaving a confused Wine, who was just watching his move to know what he is up to. Jungkook called, Mark, I got a work for you. Wine's grandma has arranged a maid, but find her, replace her with me, he shrimmingly said, and Wine's eyes got wide open after understanding what he is up to. So Jungkook's plan was to give some money to the maid who grandma appointed and make her call Wine's grandma and say to her that she can't come and instead of her she is replacing someone and that is Jungkook. So first you have to clean this room and then other two rooms beside this one. Jungkook's eyes got a little wide as he wasn't expecting this much work, and on the other hand Wine was silently laughing at him while placing her palm on her lips after noticing Jungkook's a little surprised face and also by imagining that Mafia King of Seoul who rules over Seoul is cleaning the bedroom. And don't forget to clean the closet too, she said while walking towards the closet to show Jungkook, but Jungkook took this opportunity and pulled Wine closer to him, leaving no gap between them, making Wine to stop her laugh and her eyes wide open. Wine whispered, Look, Cook, Grandma will see us. Before she can complete, Jungkook smashed his lips on her, making her eyes 2 times bigger. Now wanna laugh more? He asked her after pulling back from a long peek, and Wine bit her lips and shaked her head as no, making Jungkook shrimp. But Did you hurt me? She said while coming out of the closet, and both of them were fast enough to get separated and stand if nothing happened. Yes, I got it. Grandma smiled. Okay, then start your work and make sure to finish all the work before afternoon because we are having a guest in afternoon. Wine front guest who? Grandma. She asked her grandma as no one has told her about some guests coming. Grandma smiled. It's a surprise for you. She patted her Wine's head and walked out of the room, and Wine just shrugged off the guest thing and Cook, I will help you. She said to Jungkook, making him smile at her. It's okay, babe, I can manage. Wine smiled. No, it's too much work. Let me help you. Okay, then let's start. Wine nodded her head and both started doing their work. Jungkook fall on Wine's bed after finishing their work as he got tired after cleaning 3 rooms. Cook, I will bring water for you, she said to him, and Jungkook just nodded his head and Wine walked out of the room to get water for both. Cook water, she called Jungkook and he opened his eyes and sat straight. Thank you, baby. He took the bottle from Wine's hand and gulped the water. Meanwhile, Wine kept admiring him. While he was drinking water, the door of Wine's room opened and both looked to see Wine wide eyes. Appa. Jungkook immediately turned around so that Wine's dad only see his back. Wine dad frowned. What are you doing with him? He asked Wine after noticing a man beside Wine. Appa, Wine was shuddering because of nervous. So I was cleaning the room, but I got thirsty, so she gave me water. He said while still back facing, and at the same time, Wine's dad noticed water bottle caps in Wine's hand, so he assumed that he is a servant. Okay, and baby, come downstairs. He is here. Saying this, he left the room. Wine confused. She asked herself and Jungkook to now face Wine after he made sure that Wine's dad left. Now, who has came to meet you? He too confusedly asked Wine, gaining her attention. Wine front. I don't know. Wait here. I will go and see. Okay, and thus Wine walk out of the room. Why I'm feeling something is wrong. I should also see what's going on downstairs. He said to himself as he wasn't having a nice feeling. So he too walk out of the room. Meanwhile, Vine reached the living room and she saw a boy, and indeed she got surprised too after seeing him after a long 10 years. So, Jack, she shouted, and Jack looked at her, making his eyes sparkle with adoration. Vine, he walked to her more like run and hugged her tightly, and Vine to hug him. Oh God, it's been a long time. Yeah, Jack pulled back from hug and hold Vine's shoulder and checked her from head to toe. You got more beautiful wine, he said, making Wine smile at his compliment. Thank you, and you got handsome too. She too praised him, making him smile. Come, let's talk. We have lots of things to share. Seeing this, he pulled Wine to couch and made her sit, and he too sat next to her, and both started talking about their lives. But little did they know that Jungkook was watching them from upstairs and burning in jealousy after seeing Wine hug Jack, and also she praised him. Who the he is and how dare he touch my girl? Wait, I will show you who she belongs to. He was on the peak of and was about to go downstairs and but halted on his step when he heard. So Wine, how was your surprise? Of course she liked it. After all, he is her fiance, right? They both teased Wine and Jack, making a red tint appear on both of their cheeks as they got embarrassed thinking their childhood incident, but it was enough to turn Jungkook's jealousy into anger. What the he angrily said, gaining everyone's attention. Wine that surprised Mr. John you, he shuddered after seeing Jungkook, but Jungkook just ignored him and rushed towards Jack and grabbed him by his collar and him making everyone shocked. She is mine, he angrily said and was about to again Jack, but Cook stopped. She hold his wrist, stopping him from hitting Jack, and Jungkook faced Wine, but the next move of Jungkook made everyone's eyes wide open. You are mine, Park One. He left Jack's collar and pulled Wine into him and smashed his lips on her and started her, and Wine to him back so as to calm him down. Wine pulled back as she felt Jungkook is now calm. What happened, Cook? She asked him while cupping his rib. I got jealous seeing you with him, and also I heard your dad saying that he is your fiance. Wine now understood everything, so Wine smiled. Cook, he is my cousin, and Appa Oma were teasing us as in childhood. He used to say that he will marry me when we will grow up, but that's it. But things have changed now. He is engaged. That's why he came to invite us to his wedding, and also I have called you. She explained everything to him, making him relax, and he gave a small smile to her. Jack with his parents are settled in US, and also he left to States when Jack and Wine were just 12 years old. So after that they are seeing each other now. I'm sorry, he said while cherishing her lips as it got a little cut while I accept your apology, she said, making Jungkook to smile widely, but then he again placed his lips on her softly, but your dad, he said as he got disturbed while Wine and he faced Wine's dad. Yes, father-in-law, he asked him in his bold voice, making Wine's dad all confidence melt away. Well, can I know what's happening here and also how you end up here, Mr. John? He asked him in a polite way and Jungkook signed before explaining everything. Wine mom surprised you both dating from 3 years. Yes, Amma. Baby, you know he's a mafia king who rules, so he thought that Wine doesn't know about Jungkook's profession. I know, Oppa, please. Oma, Appa, don't say no, I love him. She plays them with a puppy eyes, making them sign. Ush, don't worry, baby. Even if they say no, I will marry you. He said while being all cool because he is sure that whatever happens, he will marry Wine. Will you keep my daughter safe? He asked Jungkook as he is scared of his profession. Mr. Park, I promise you that I will protect your daughter with my everything, even if it takes my life, he said, making Wine's dad a little relaxed, as he know that the Mafia King John Jungkook is a man of word. But Cook, how can I leave if you are not with me? She said with a cute port, making Jungkook chuckle. And I promise you, my queen, that I will protect myself for you. Happy? He asked Wine, and Wine happily nodded her head. I love you, Cook. Jungkook smiled, I love you more. Saying this, he peeked her forehead, but little did they know that this love of them melted Wine's dad and mom's heart, seeing how much they love each other. So they didn't feel like separating them. Okay, then we agree for your relationships, he said, gaining the couple's attention. Really? Wine asked, being surprised. Wine dad smiled. Yes, thank you so much, Appa. You are the best. Her smiled and smiled at her. Congrats, Wine, and you, Mr. John, he said in a little scared tone. All the time he was just standing silently, as it didn't felt like interfering in their matter, as it's Wine's family matter. Thanks, Jack. And Wine felt Jungkook's hand wrapped around her, making Wine smile lovingly. Jungkook shrimp thanks and sorry too. Jack just gave a small smile to him as he was glad that the Mafia King just gave him up for his girl instead of. What's happening here? She asked her after seeing everyone gather in the living room as she has gone outside to buy vegetables. Oma, Dad, come here. Let me introduce you to someone special, he said, and Grandma walked inside the room. But then she saw Jungkook. So, dear, did you clean all the room? She asked him, totally being unaware, making everyone in the room to laugh. But what made everyone's heart melt is seeing Jungkook smile, who was smiling and looking eternal, and Wine's eyes fall on Jungkook's face too, making her heart calm seeing Jungkook smile. The end. Thanks for watching. Bye.